Yep, Halloween's a fun time of year. You get all kinds of surprises. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to get this off quickly, and then also show you how to get it off of the vinyl too. So a lot of people ask us what solution we use. We keep it very simple. We use cold water, not warm water, and see how much we have in the bucket, not very much. And then we're just going to go ahead and put in just a little bit of Dawn, and that's all we're going to use. Okay, so we got all the egg on the glass. We're just going to use our 5-step cleaning process. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to wet the glass. Oh, it's so gross. Now the egg is not going to come off all by itself. So instead of us trying to use elbow grease to get it off, we just have a nice razor blade. Just make sure the glass is really wet. And then we just start scraping it off. You want to use as much water as possible, because there's a lot of grossness on this glass. Then we're going to wet it again. We're actually going to scrape it again because I know I didn't get it all off the first time, because egg is the most difficult of all the substances you'll find on glass to clean off. Alright, so we've got the glass, all the egg off the glass. Next step is we need to start getting all the egg off of the vinyl. Now with the vinyl, we want to be really careful because obviously we don't want to scratch up the vinyl. Okay, so for the vinyl we're going to use a steel wool, and this is important to notice. We're using the 4 zeros. The reason why we use it is it's extremely fine. You can use this on glass, so if you don't want to use a razor blade, you can use a steel wool. You don't have to worry about it scratching the glass. We're going to do the same thing on the vinyl. So this should help protect the vinyl. We may still get some subtle scratches, but what else are you going to do? You have to get the egg off. So just like with the glass, I like to make sure it's nice and wet. And I just get here with the steel wool. And it's starting to come off nice and easily. And what's nice is the vinyl, if you notice, there's no vinyl coming off of my fingers, so we're not scratching up the vinyl, where if you use a wire brush, this vinyl will start to get scratched up and you'll leave marks on your finger. So I'm going to go ahead and use a steel wool. This may take a while because it takes a little bit longer than using the razor blade. So what we're going to do is pause, and then we'll come back after I get all the egg off of the vinyl. So we went ahead, use a steel wool, get the vinyl clean. So I'm just going to use the towel just to wet it down, rinse it off. I'm not going to be really worried about putting a squeegee on it, just because it'll dry naturally. We don't have to worry about streaks on the vinyl. We go ahead and we wet the glass. Alright. Check it, just make sure I got all the bad stuff off. I'm just going to use the squeegee down in this particular case. Get it off. Make sure I don't have any other egg there. And then I'm just going to do touch-up. I have a line from where my squeegee on the edge. Normally I would do it side to side so we wouldn't have that problem, but not a big deal. Alright, so we'll take a look at it. Really quick. Alright, so before, after. Our vinyl's nice and clean. There we go. This is my brother's house, so now it's time for me to go ahead and clean the other window. I promised I would.